Welcome back to Stooge Club. It's another pickups video. We've got toys, we've got games, we've got books. Okay. Geeks, gamers, sweaties that still live at home in their mum's basements, and toy collectors, strap yourselves in, because here we go. Starting with some random stuff that I actually just picked up about 30 seconds ago. Does anyone know what that is? That is a Rock Lord. Let me just get his head out. It's the Dragon Rock Lord. These are part of the GoBots line. Saw this on the shelf at one of the local charity shops, and yeah, like the arms come out and the legs come out and stuff, but I just couldn't be bothered transforming it. Yeah, 99p. I will take that. I've got a couple of GoBots that can go with my GoBots collection. Love me some Thundercats, and I found a broken Chitara. It was missing her legs, so I was like, if there's one, there's got to be at least one more. So I went digging and found, is that Wily Kit or Wily Cat? I don't know, one of them. So this was from the 2011 3 3/4 inch line. I've got Tigra, I think, from that line, and back in Australia, and Mumra, and in Australia I've got Lino, which will be coming here sooner or later. So yeah, we're getting a pretty good collection of those. That was 5p. This was it was actually £1 and 4p for the Rock Lord Wily Kit, and I believe, now I could be wrong, but this is a Power Rangers or Super Sentai Zord, and it looks close enough that it's going to be going with my Power Rangers. So that's really cool. All it does is this. So I'm guessing that plugged into the side of something, and the wings flap. But it looks really cool. So yeah. The other day I found this. This was £2, and I was pretty excited to find this because this is a 90s classic. It's a Tailspin thermos. You can see the $1.99 on there. It's got the thermos lid. That's very cool. For people who collect lunchboxes, they know the hardest part of the lunchbox to find is the thermos. And come on, classic Disney Tailspin. Good old Baloo. Since we're doing toys, we'll keep doing toys. So these were 99p each. And on one trip I found 3, and on the other trip I found the 4th one, so I completed them. And that is the Mega Bloks Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles figures on their own. So there's Raphael, Mikey, and Leo, and they'd restocked when I came back, and I found Donatello. So we're going to be unboxing them at some point. I've also got the Mega Bloks set that has Casey Jones in it. I've got the classic Mega Bloks set that has Bebop, and the classic Mega Bloks set that has Rocksteady, and those two have a bunch of foot soldiers with them. So at one point we're going to do a big unboxing. Now, one of my local supermarkets has started selling Transformers at $7.99. Now, the local toy shop wants $21.60 for Titans Returns figures. They have one in stock. It's this one, Twinferno. I got it for $7.99. Now, all of my Titans Returns are in Australia. They will arrive eventually. So in the meantime, I'm going to buy some more and unbox them. So we will have Twinferno unboxing at some point. We will also have one that's dear to my heart because I had the original G1 figure and it's still in my collection back in Australia when that arrives. Quake. For some reason, I don't know why, but everyone's favorite Autobot from the Titans Return series, Trigger Happy. You can find a bunch of pictures of Trigger Happy with a bunch of different guns and things and weird setups. And finally, I have the G1 of this. You can sort of just see his head there. Gator face. It's awesome. So we've got a bunch of G1 Transformers. Alright, we'll save the video games for last. I bought a bunch of PS4 games. These were $198 for the 4 of them. And I've never read any of them, so why not? And I know one of these is supposed to be pretty good, and that is this one. It's Star Wars books. iJedi. Dark Forces Rising. The Last Commando. And Truce at Baccarat. So I will enjoy reading those, because I do read. And finally, so one of these isn't a surprise if you're a regular viewer of Stooge Club. If you're not, then they'll all be surprises. So at the moment, there's a 3 for 2 sale on it game on pre-owned games. Now, there was about a year that I wasn't buying too many games because we were moving overseas. So I was more selling half of my collection rather than accumulating a bunch more. So I missed a bunch of games. So I'm now filling in the gaps. So we got Dynasty Warriors 8 Empires. I'm actually streaming this at the moment. I'm also going to start streaming Mega Man 11 hard mode level by level. So that's going to start this week at some point because I've already finished it on casual. Shadow of War. And Uncharted Lost Legacy, because I finished Uncharted 1 to 4, but I haven't played this. So they were $28. For another $28, I got Guilty Gear XRD, £28, sorry. Got to get used to that. Snoopy's Grand Adventure. Believe it or not, I've actually heard this is pretty good. So it's a platformer. And hopefully, because you see it on the front, there's some Red Baron stages in there as well. That would be awesome. And Assassin's Creed Syndicate. I just never played Syndicate, so that was another £28. And then lastly, because I collect the Sword Art Online games, and this is one I didn't have. I think I'm only missing one. Okay, I've got Sword Art Online. I've got the Fatal Bullet one. Okay, yeah, I'm missing the one in between those two, and this is Excel World versus Sword Arts Online. So this was more expensive. This was actually £20 on its own, but it's not the most common PS4 game. You don't see it around that much, so why not? And that's it. That's the pickups for this episode. You'll be seeing some of these turtles getting unboxed in the next sort of week or so. You'll see some of these Transformers getting unboxed in the next week or so. Other than that, let me know what you think in the comments below. How did I do? I'm particularly happy with the Rock Lord. 99p, Rock Lord. That's the score of this episode. But then again, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there's something else that I got that is way better that I don't even realize. Let me know in the comments below. That's what the comments are there for. Until next time, don't forget, adventure, excitement, Stooge craves not these things. Welcome to the Stooge Revolution. This is Stooge Club!